Good afternoon, everyone. I am Fastnigellan, bringing you another Company of Heroes 2 replay brought to you by companyofheroes2.org. If you've got a replay you'd like to send, please send to fastnigellan@gmail.com. I'll put that in the description below. Don't be shy. I am no expert, but I would love to give you some commentary and analysis on your game, so go ahead and send those in. And introducing our players, in the top we have Frost as the Wehrmacht. And in the bottom we have Easy as the Russians. Oh, looks like Frost is going for the sniper right away. Very interesting. Very interesting indeed. And taking a quick peek at the bulletins, looks like Easy is going heavy infantry. So that could be a giveaway to his opponent on his strategy, but with Russians it's pretty much a given that he's going to be pushing out just a ton of infantry. Interesting, he's going for a sniper as well. We could be looking at an enemy at the gate situation here with Vasily Zaitsev versus the Colonel. Can't remember his name. But some early skirmishing here in the middle. And taking a look at Frost's bulletins, we have a few infantry here and the Ostwind. So starting out in a very interesting fashion, we have a sniper taking some pot shots here, getting its first kill, it looks like. The sniper in the last game that I casted was an all-star. Almost 50 kills.
Enemy forces are securing our territory.
So some Volks putting the chase on the conscripts there. Volks are probably going to win the fight every time, but with the sniper in the background, that's going to provide some much needed support as Vasily Zaitsev is moving up. Or no, this would be Vasily Zaitsev. Forcing a retreat on the conscripts. Nicely done. Sniper getting some cover inside that building. Going to be able to take out a couple of these Volks. Or not. So identifying the sniper in that building, he moved away, but now he's moving towards, and he's going to suffer some losses here. Penal's heading out on a nice pincer move, and those Volks need to get the hell out of there. It's a good job retreating, but probably lost more than he should have there. And some more Volks here taking point here. Just doing some capping. Penal is doing the same. Now I assume the idea behind the Penals is historically accurate. I haven't done the research myself, but that would have sucked to be a part of that squad. As I understand, they were, well, exactly as their name depicts, prisoners of sorts, doing soldier duty, being shot if they ran away. And some conscripts laying the smackdown on the truck there. The reality is, I don't know how much of heavy cover a truck would be. I've seen bullets penetrate some pretty thick pieces of metal, so anyways. So I saw this before, I wasn't sure what I was seeing here. Typically you want this facing towards the enemy base, but, you know, denying your enemy the cover, but it's sort of on a slant here, so... Interesting. The Volksgrenadiers moving up here, pushing the enemy back to his base. And Easy doing the same here on this side. Easy identifying that there's two Volks really probably should move these conscripts over to help win the fight here. But he does have the flamethrower, so that's gonna force a retreat. Very nice, and we see the massive mortars put on the field here. Oh no, that was just an announcement that they got unlocked. So you all heard it. Looks like he went for the guard motor coordination tactics commander. That's actually my favorite because I love those mortars. And the guards and vehicle repair. It's probably one of the Russians' best commanders, in my opinion. So Frost getting in the house. Smart choice, although he is down on health, so he probably should get out of there, saving the veterancy on those grenadiers. But the Penal's moving up the rear here, forcing retreat, so good job there. So Easy not getting his field infirmary yet, so that's interesting. Typically you want to get that probably sooner so you can save on manpower by healing up your units. The guards here on the left hand side doing some capping, getting that fuel point, and on the right hand side the Penal is putting in some work as well. These guys got heart. So Easy heavy on the Penals there. Guards engaging the Volks as they're capping the point. Volks wanting nothing to do with that fight. Easy saving up, I'm sure, for that, I think it's a DPRS, or DP. Machine gun. So Volk's out in the open, gonna want to get some heavy cover as they're doing. Just out of range. Looks like we have our first armored car here on the field. So unfortunately he doesn't have any guards in the area, so this guy's going to put in some good damage, forcing a retreat on the Penals. Some action here on the left hand side, some engineers getting caught out in the open. And some Volks behind that cover probably want to get out of that cover and retreat with that flamethrower doing, I believe, bonus with guys in cover. I'm not sure if that applies to medium cover or if it applies to heavy cover. So maybe one of you more smarter people can educate me on that in the comments below. Those Penals put it in some good work there. And Volks, Vet2 Volks doing the same. Armored car moving in response to that cap.
Combat infantry now have access to additional equipment and tactics. Infantry rested and ready to advance rapidly. Camouflage can now be used.
He's going to want to get those guards in range there so he can scare off this armored car, if possible. Instead, moving around his troops to the right-hand side, perhaps trying to flank. But the armored car catching him once again. They are behind some cover. An excellent maneuvering there from the man Frost. Excellent control, keeping him at range there. That's beautiful. Good vehicle control. There's nothing else quite like it, I'll tell you that much. Nothing worse than seeing people just haphazardly sending in their vehicles into the heart of hell and getting it destroyed, especially in the early game here. And doing some healing as well, so all very good. Panzer Grenadiers here getting some Shreks, so not sure I agree with this. Typically these are reaction force to early vehicles, or vehicles just in general, so not sure why. Well, there you go, that's why. The T-70 on the field. Who am I to say anything, really? So I guess these guys are just holding out for the T-70 to join the battle here. Not sure I agree with that close quarters combat with the Shrek, but it worked, forcing a retreat. As the armored car is pinning the T-70 against these Volks here. And also getting a good round there. That T-70 just caught out in the open. It's got the maneuverability to get the hell out of there, so it just got caught. So good job there by Frost. Not so good by Easy. But he's going to try and follow up with these guards infantry out in the open. Not sure I agree with this, but he is getting desperate here. Oh, forcing retreat, so hey, again, who am I to say anything about that? Getting that capture point as well, so good work. Engineers are caught in the open. Excellent reaction there with a sniper and guards infantry. Ooh, I like that. I like what I'm seeing here. Some penals getting somewhat flanked here by the Volks. But they had no idea what they were getting themselves into. Forcing a retreat. Great job there. And they're going to be able to cap this right-hand point. Guards infantry putting in some more work against the Panzer Grenadiers. Oh, but they're going to have to watch out here. Frost coming in force. Couple good rounds there by the guards, but they need to get out of there as soon as possible. That is a fight you just can't win. Excellent work there, not forcing a retreat, but backing out slowly, getting behind heavy cover. Penal's there as reinforcement, so that's nice. Taking a quick peek at the top here in their squad management. Looks like they're both doing a good job with their veterancy. As the Penals are getting outflanked here, he should probably retreat. As well as the guards. Don't leave the guards there. Although he is bringing some reinforcements, but I don't know about this. See, this is what you don't want to get into, sending your units in piecemeal like this. If he keeps doing this, he might be in some bad shape there. Sometimes it's alright because you can slow the advance of the enemy, but typically you just get owned.
We are losing territory.
Penals here putting in some more work in the right hand side. So good map control by Easy. Very nice. Frost is not too happy about it, moving up the left hand side. capping 2 points at once like a boss. 1 point like a boss. And 2 points like a boss. Good match so far. Really liking the skill level here. It's more than I can say for myself, that's for sure. At this point in the game, I would probably have 4 snipers. And a squad of penals without the flamethrower running straight for the other guy's base. So I can only bask in the joy of what I'm seeing now. Engineers here getting owned inside the building.
Enemy forces are capturing our supplies.
Not sure why he's sticking around for this. Forcing retreat. He probably should have retreated 10 seconds ago. Oh, sniper getting some kills here. Let's see. 16 kills. Look at that. Vasily Zaitsev. What a legend. Penals coming to the rescue. Forcing a retreat. Now, as you all know, guys, units that are retreating do get a defensive bonus. I don't know if that applies to snipers as well. Do they miss more? I don't know. Apparently not. Vasily. Mr. Zaitsev. And some engineers getting caught here. They're feeling bold. Not so much. God, the guards are probably my favorite unit in the game. How about you guys? What's your favorite unit in the game? Leave a comment. And a Panzer IV on the field. Very nice. So glad he didn't build a Stug. Not sure why we haven't seen any massive mortars on the field yet. Would have been a nice answer to some of these infantry squads. And Frost capping these points very nicely. Poking and prodding in the weak areas. Well done. Regaining that map control. So this is something you do typically see with this sort of matchup. The Russians getting a good push out at the beginning. Early to mid-game, good map control, but then as the Wehrmacht get within their Tier 2 and Tier 3 vehicles, map control does tend to, from what I've seen anyway, that's when it starts to teeter. So the Volks there with their Jaegers, love those guns. But forcing retreat. So the heavy infantry here that we're seeing, you really want to go at them with a combined force, I gather. I really would like to see some mortars on the field. At the very least, even if the mortars aren't hitting the units, they certainly are making the other player think about the mortars, and might even force your opponent to think a different strategy. With the idea of mortars on the field, even coupled with machine guns, you might even be able to, like I said, force the player to bring out some more vehicles, and then you can counter with anti-tank guns. T-34 on the field.
The enemy is taking what we have secured. We're taking small arms fire.
So, Easy moving up with some good veterancy here. He's preserving his troops well. Always good to see. Right hand side here we have Easy capping the points once again. But running into the Panzer IV with the Vet 3 Volks, he's got his T-34 supporting him, but moving away for some reason. And pushing up the left-hand side, so we might be able to get a flank here, capping that point as well. Panzer IV moving in range of the T-34. And getting a good button there with the guards. Panzer IV not getting a shot off yet. At least a shot that penetrated. Engineers standing by, I assume, for repairs. Even though he does have the vehicle repair. And I'm sure you guys have all noticed, but it's good to review anyway, the Jaeger infantry doctrine has been selected by Frost. Laying some mines here, kind of in a weird place. You probably want to lay them right here in the choke point. Some Jaeger infantry just getting commanded to move in no man's land, as well as the engineers. Armored car moving in here. Not sure why this thing is still alive, but excellent job with Frost keeping that alive. T-34 moving in, trying to avoid these Shreks, I guess. So good reaction force there. Forcing retreat on the mass. Panzer IV chasing down these engineers. Taking out the truck. Wow.
We need to re-establish our supply lines.
And Frost following up that attack or counterattack with some good map control. Vasily Zaitsev moving out. Looking to change the ball game here.
Enemy forces are capturing our supplies.
Vet 3 snipers, excellent. Get him out of there. Nice combined force here. Pino's with the flamethrower. Looking to take out that Volk squad there. Oh, that's a good opportunity. When they're in cover like that in a wooden building, you want to get them on fire. And forcing retreat there. Good job by Frost identifying what was coming. And again, not really having anything to do with this armored car here, except for anti-tank grenade or anti-armor grenade. So good. Finally taking that damn thing out. Holy cow. Good job by Easy. Panzer IV moving in for some quick reaction. 2 Panzer IVs actually. T-34 on the flank here. Not sure what he's doing. So getting a good rearmor hit there. Probably a good idea to get out of there. And these conscripts just retreating. Just to reassess their lives. And some Volks here on the left-hand side looking to take control. Quick peek at the points. Pretty even. Pretty even. Really nice to see. see what's going on here. Typical. We've got the medical bunker here, so very nice. Sometimes you see German players not putting that down, so while it is logical, some people miss it. So Easy opting to skip out on the Molotov cocktails. Not sure I agree with that, considering how many infantry Frost has decided to go with. I mean, look at the clump here. That's just asking for an artillery strike. And Easy looking to bolster up his left-hand flank here. Well, all the while the Panzer IVs getting attacked by just pure infantry. Now I know there's a guards unit there, but where's his anti-tank? Okay, there he is. Anti-tank gun moving up. Probably should have had that up in the first place. But in the heat of the moment, I know how it is. Trust me, I know how it is. Getting some good repairs there. But the anti-tank gun gonna be able to get some good rounds off. Might even be a good idea to do the artillery strike right here. And some Volks with the machine gun on the left-hand side here. Getting the penals in response. Probably wants to move the penals up a little bit. But looks like he's forcing... Might even take him out, though. Frost. That's unfortunate. Two T-34s. Excellent. Taking out both those Panzer IVs. What a great push there by Easy. And retreating his tanks. Ooh. Volks, Vet 3 Volks out in the middle of nowhere. Vasily Zaitsev. Oh boy. Oh boy, this might be his end. Wow. Excellent. Glad to see he's still alive. He's a good man. So some good hits there, but he's going to be able to repair that quite easily, bringing up his penals to deal with this Panzer Grenadier squad. So I don't know if you guys caught any of the Warpaint tournament this past Sunday. I was at work, so I only caught a few games here and there, because thankfully I'm able to watch, you know, streams at work. But yeah, it was pretty good, pretty entertaining. Great job with the commentary with Stormless and one of the guys from General's Gentleman. It's a great job. Kudos to Relic for putting that on. I didn't actually realize, but they've got a pretty good prize pool considering the tournament. It's not just the supply credits for people's Relics account, or Relic accounts. There's actually some good cash there, so very nice to see. I love those skins. I don't know if that's part of the Warpaint challenge. Getting a good rear shot though with the Panzer Grenadiers. And not sure I agree with this. I know we want to deal with infantry, but you know there's two T-34s on the field. Getting rid of this anti-tank gun might make it worth, but and a Stug. I mean, I know you just got that kill, but really, a Stug? Oh boy, I don't know if I agree with that. A Stug cannot go toe-to-toe against T-34. Can it? Again, just very, very interested to know why there's no mortar on the field. Frost saying even getting outplayed, you winning. Could that be because of poor unit choices? I don't know. Leave your comments. Nice pickup there. And easy regaining control of the map, so we're now split down the middle once again. See, this is what I'm talking about. Units, I've seen units often clumped up. One mortar shot right there. And that's really the show there. Forcing retreat, so maybe you didn't need the mortars after all. I don't know. Just a suggestion, really. You have them right there. Got quite a bit of manpower. So both, speaking of manpower, both using their resources wisely. Not seeing too many, too much floating of resources. And yeah, I don't know. I just don't know what Frost is thinking. Yeah, he's going to be able to deal with the infantry, but what next? See, I agree more with the pack and just getting a bunch of more Volks, so you can cap up some points. So maybe he's thinking in the right direction now, but all right, decent place for the mines, I guess. Probably would like to see him more here, since the vehicles will come through here. Or not. The enemy unit's running right over the mines. As I say, that's not a good spot to put them. So very nice. Very nice indeed. And it looks like we got a little battle of the bulge here, as Easy is pushing hard on the right hand side. And the Oshwind and the Stug are looking to counteract the bulge. We'll see how well they do. Guards infantry here moving into the building. And moving up with his T-34s, so very good. You're going to want to take out the Stug first. Take out the Stug first. Please take out the Stug first. Getting some good hits nonetheless on the Oswind. And Guards infantry from the rear or flank getting some good shots off as well. Overextending with the T-34. This is not good. Doing a ram. Why? Completely unnecessary, but flanking around, getting the kill nonetheless, and taking out the Oswind. Close air support being deployed on the T-34. Unfortunately not taking it out. Oh, taking out that vet too. Well done. Frost saying that's game. Easy saying jupe. It's everybody's fault but their own. You see that a lot. You see that a lot in life. And that's game, guys. So still some some room for a comeback, I guess. But look at that vet, or the veterancy. I'm looking for a word here. I just can't find it. But he kept his squads alive and well, and that was pretty much what won him the game. Excellent squad compositions and choices, good reactionary choices as well. Vasily Zaitsev, how many kills he had? 33 kills. So all that encompassed equals a win. Frost, he had some heavy infantry. He could have had it worse, I dare say, if a mortar was on the field. And perhaps this game would have been over sooner. But some odd choices, very odd choices with the double Ostwind. I know you chose that bulletin, but that's not going to do a hell of a lot against 2 tanks. And just to kind of spit in Frost's face, easy, he does the ram when he probably didn't need to. But overall, really good game. They both put up a good fight until about the late mid-game. And at that point, Frost started to lose his veteran squads. And that's the show. That's the game right there. So again, guys, if you have a replay, please do not hesitate to send them in to fastnigellan@gmail.com. Stay connected on companyheroes2.org. It's a great community website. A lot of good updates, a lot of good things going on there. It even gives you a summary of the ladder, how people are doing on the ladder right now, and also a good summary of those who are streaming right now, or at any point, really. So go on and participate there. And guys, thanks for watching. I will see you next time.